Alright, we are finally on Vault City. Vault City. Waiting for everyone to switch teams and ready up. Right now we had a bit of a server debacle here for a few minutes. Finally got it sorted out. There's going to be PUG 2 tonight. Map 1. Vault City, of course, being a UT1 remake. And not going to be dissimilar to some of the maps we've seen played earlier tonight, where a lot of your big fights are going to occur leading into and out of your bases. You can see there's a few bottlenecks leading into them. And so it's very easy to seal off behind your flag runner. It is also very easy to cut off enemy flag carriers once they grab your flag and stop them from getting very far into mid. However, you will see a lot of runs get to mid, and then it really just becomes one big team deathmatch situation up here. Got your amp up high. Excuse me, you have your, I believe, your amp down low and your 100 up high. There you go. Key pickups in this map. Fairly standard for UT, although in this case they are switched. Usually you'll have an amp up high, which is a less natural flag running position, and the 100 down low. Here they are reversed, so you're going to see a lot more flag runs try to go high and get across mid high so that they can grab that en route and basically double their health mid run. On the other hand, you're going to see the amp pretty much never missed. Sometimes on maps like Pistola, where it's up top and maybe a little bit out of the way, sometimes people will not necessarily go out of their way to check on it. They'll be worried too much about being fast and getting to the enemy base or getting their cutoff or whatever they're doing more quickly. Sometimes the amp will get out of timing. Sometimes people will miss it for a while. Here, every single amp is going to be picked up within seconds of it spawning, which will make it easier for them to cover, or easier for them to keep track of the timing. And you'll also see it come into play a little bit more. See Pulse coming out fast now. I don't know if he's going to try to defend these power-ups to try to get in for a cap. Usually people try to grab and then pull the map or pull the flag out to the middle of the map and maybe pick up that first 100. Doesn't look like they got much of a push right there, so they may just wait on these power-ups. PB is going to go out high. No cover yet. I think his team is doing just that, waiting on those power-ups. Spawning right now. Blue goes to 100. Amp goes to xios, stealing it right in front of the enemy team. Let's see if I can get a camera on him and see if he does anything fancy with it. Right now he's just transing around. Got a little bit of armor. Taking on 2 defenders right now. Not going to last very long. One down. PB wants to go in and grab it. He doesn't have much health, so Awesome Wave's going to grab. Nice little combo by xios that probably did about 500 damage right there. Try to catch up to his flag carrier, do a little more damage. They're cleared the path high to see him going down. Arc now coming back into his base low, however. The entire red team is behind him, it looks like. He's going to be sneaking into his base. They got the return. Should be an easy seal, and there you see it. Red had overcommitted to protecting their enemy flag carrier, or perhaps cutting off Blue's flag carrier in the front of their base, and he snuck right around them. There was nobody behind him to kill him or try to grab that flag. Bit of a miscommunication there, so Blue gets an easy one to start with. Check on these power-ups. Looks like 100 just got taken. I think that was Pulse, although he's pretty low on health. Head back to the flags and see if there's any pressure coming out to those. Red flag's not getting much pressure right now. Arc coming in high. So you got Hektor and Knell on D. Pulse sneaks in low. Let's see if he still has any... No, he doesn't have any armor if he did grab it before. Goes down pretty quickly, not going to get very far. Hektor going to return that easily. xios now grabbing the flag. 2 health, he's going to go down very fast as well. Awesome Wave's there for the pickup. He's got a little bit of extra health, but he is taking these defenders on 2-on-1. Not going to go very far. Looks like DC's on a killing spree now. DC now defending with facial up here, doing a good job keeping their flag home. Right as I say that, xios sneaks in and pops them. Oh, yeah, three red offense in blue base right now. Definitely got the numbers. Nice little combo to kill the D off there. PB coming out low. He's in mid now. He's gonna need somebody to cut him off to really scare him. Nobody's gonna do so. He's gonna pretty much get back into his base. Oh, never mind. He's gonna get killed by facial, but they are gonna get an easy pick up there. Let's see where Arc is. Arc is in his base already. Blue, there's no red in their base, so they're pretty much just setting up for standoff mode here. Fairly standard procedure. There's a couple different rooms you can hide in this map, but there's really not so much of a hiding situation as it is just digging your heels in and letting your cover do their thing. So LG there on Pulse. Arc's still looking good with 1 armor left, but 113 health. He's going to soak up those vials as they keep respawning every 17.5 seconds. Let's see what xios is doing. Xios opting to hang out closer to his flag stand, so if they do get the return, he can capture that flag much quicker. However, he is a little more susceptible to fire up there, as he's also on a killing spree. Not a lot of pressure coming in. I don't know if maybe the teams, there we go, amp up right now. Whatever team gets this amp now is going to take this on return. They're going to have a huge advantage. However, nobody seems to know that it's up right now. Hektor knows. He's going to grab it right now. Let's see what he does with it. He's going to take it on return. And Red really needs to tie this game up right now, and this is their best chance. You've got a return man coming in with amp. He's going to have double the damage now. Lots of damage to all that cover. Hasn't taken anyone out yet, but he's definitely weakened them. If anyone's got a minigun, now would be the time to use it. Trying to stack back up so we can prolong that double damage as much as possible. Taking out Fallacy with a nice little flag shot. Oh, wow. Flag carrier end cover pops out and takes him out. Did not see that one coming. They snuck up on him right underneath him. Now Ark going to get stacked right back up on those vials, back up to full health. Red team, same situation. They've been controlling their little armor up top there, forcing all the blue into these bottlenecks and just really just taking them out before they get a chance to get anywhere near their flag carrier. And of course, as soon as their flag carrier dies, he's going to suicides are going to respawn with 100 health. Flag goes down, but I think that may have just been a pass back to Ark over here. See him back in his base. There's vials up. He's going to go grab those. Knell coming in all by himself. No power-ups, no health. Not going to do a whole lot there. xios now down to 17 health. Wow, that could have been close right there as Facial is dropping down right on top of him. Oh, wow. DC sneaking around the corner with the link gun, takes him out and gets the last second return before he goes down. See the green bodies floating up into the air. Basically a continuation of what we saw last PUG, where the team that can execute their standoffs the best and get those timely returns, that may be the difference between winning and losing here. You can see on the scoreboard, I mean, frags are fairly even, points are relatively even, blue with more points, although that's really just more of a factor of them getting the caps. Red is getting that 100 armor now, coming in with it. I believe PB had it, so he's taking a little bit of damage. He's still got some armor though, taking a lot of damage, but he's still alive. Nobody there to get the pickup. So let's see what red flag is doing. Danny's grabbing, going out main. Got a little bit of cover. Maybe they can take out the D there as he pops back in the mid. Going to go high. Maybe try to get the 100 pickup here. I'm not sure what the timing is on. I think it was taken relatively recently. Now getting that return. xios dancing around in base. Kind of a desperation grab there. They got 3 blue defending there. They're going to clear out all the red. Not much going to happen there. Ark, though, pistoling across mid. He's got 1 defender in front of him. Not much health. LG's come in. A nice pickup by Danny, though. But he's just outnumbered 4-1. He's not going to do anything with that. Check. It looks like 100 armor just got picked up. Not sure who grabbed that, but you got Fallacy with 50 armor coming out to mid. Red D sees him. He takes him out, though. Switches low. They may not know exactly which way he's going in his base right now. He picks up a little armor right there. Actually, he doesn't. He already had 25. Walking right into his base. There's red waiting for him, but they really need to get a grab right now. They're not going to prevent him, so everybody trying to wait and ambush him. Nobody goes in to grab the flag. Pulse still has a live amp here. There he is. Running around mid. Just 1 shot to cover his flag carrier. Behind. Seeing what he can do with this. Amp's dead. Let's go check out Ark. Ark, again. There were 4 blue in their base sealing the entrances, and Ark just ran across the map by himself there. Not really sure what miscommunication happened there, but Red was really struggling to hold down these blue flag carriers. They're losing sight of them a lot, it feels like. Blue flag out. Need to get this across mid if they want to have any chance of turning this game around. I mean, they're getting the flag out. They're getting it to mid a lot. I don't really think Blue's dropping back so much as their return men are just doing a good job. So it looks like Red's pushing up their D to help secure this flag, but they just don't stick with him. And Ark gets that return, and now Pulse is across the map, and he's once again by himself. He's going to stroll right into his base and get this cap. Killed right on the stand, but just a split second too late. So it's already 5-0. Not even halfway through this map. We're really seeing the red team having a hard time putting anything together here. It's not that easy to keep your flag home on this map, but Blue's doing a great job of it. Red's doing an alright job on defense. It just seems like they're just not able to coordinate their flag runs themselves. If anything, maybe I think they might want to try to force some of those standoffs like we saw in the last pickup game, where you've got pushing your defenders up front into mid just to secure that flag across mid and just say, hey, we'd rather get in a standoff situation and and try to get a return than have the enemy just walking their flag back to base, because that's no good. Fallacy leaving high. Xios a lot of damage on him, down to 29 health. Arc now in a killing spree though. Falllacy's going to walk across mid with 29 health. Not really any red cutting him off, and that seems to be the story here. Is the red always seems about 2 steps behind. They're waiting to fight the blue flag carriers in the interest of their base instead of the interest of their flag room. However, they do get that return. Red coming into their own base with the flag. They should be able to get a seal there. This should pretty well be a cap. Unless we see a miracle grab. Don't see it. Like I was saying on this map, once you get the enemy flag into your base, you pretty much got a clear path to the stand because it's fairly easy to seal behind the flag carrier. Most of the big fights happen at the entrances and exits to base. Let's go check in the power-ups real quick. Blue seems to think 100's going to spawn soon. You have 2 of them waiting, fighting over it. I'm not sure who... Oh, excuse me, that's Amp. Not sure who took it. Looks like it's Arc. Let's see what he does with it. Right, coming in right now with Amped LG. He's going to be able to one-shot pretty much anyone on the red team right now. Trying to get some health to preserve this Amp. Keep the flag stand clear for his teammates. Doesn't last very long, but they do get a grab in. Just going to go high, kind of circle around. He knows his flag's off the stand. He may be just hanging out in red base and waiting to allow his teammates to have a chance to return this flag in the meantime. So let's go see what's happening with that. PB's back in his own base, so both flag carriers are actually in red base right now. Nice headshot coming in, but they're going to get that pickup. Pulse may have been faking that return, judging by the blue movement towards the red flag stand. They get the pickup, they get another pickup. Blue is outnumbering red in their own base right now, though, so PB needs to run for his life right now. It's 3-on-2 in here. That flag got returned now. Fallacy going to sneak out high across mid. Oops, little graphical glitch there. Fallacy sneaking across mid now, but gets dropped on with some rockets. Quick return right there. I believe we've got an Amp spawning relatively soon here. Completely lost timing on 100. Some fighting in mid though. I'm not sure if they think it's coming up, if they're just fighting in general. There we go. There's the Amp now. Went to Pulse again. Pulse seems to have timing on this Amp. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Looks like he's going to hang around in mid, try to give his flag carrier some cover. Does a good job. It gets taken out after 1 kill. Getting over to that flag carrier. Fallacy 3 health. Instant pickup though. Instant death. Instant return. Quick little series right there. And once again, the entrance of the base seems to be the operative point. Red is getting their flag carriers that far. They're just not winning that fight, getting back into their own base. Let's see if they decide to push their defenders up whenever they get that into that situation and maybe concede a flag grab to blue, and then just hope that they can at least secure a standoff and maybe give their cover or their return guys a chance to get that flag back. Because what they're doing right now, getting close and then just not hitting it, it's just not going to do any good for them. B now circling around, waiting for some cover, maybe trying some trickeration here, but actually ends up damaging himself there. He's in mid. It looks like they're doing that. They're pushing all their red up to mid right now. It just jumps right into some rocket zone. Nice little pickup, but that return happened first. Pulse there with the multi-kill there. DC having fun. See what's going on. I believe Amp will be spawning soon. Hasn't already been taken. Danny was the one with the timing on that. There it is. Let's see who grabs it. That could stop this flag run in a hurry. Danny's still got the timing on it. It's going to be a huge advantage for him. Arc now in his own base, but in enemy base, but he's getting taken out. They see where he's at. Danny now coming in with that Amp. He's going to grab the flag. He's just trying to keep it alive now. Maybe he can make something happen with it. It's 3-on-1. He does have double the damage though, so you do the math there. Divide by the lowest common denominator and cross multiply, and I'm not sure, but it ended up with a couple kills and then an instant death. Both flags now reset. Oh, blue flag now going out. PB getting it off the stand a lot, but not really getting very far there by himself. Seeing red flag seems to have stabilized a bit. Their defense now, knell and xios, they're keeping it home, but when you're down 5-1, keeping it home only goes so far. At some point, you really need to get some offensive aggression going on. They've got that blue flag coming in. There are 3 blue and red base, so they're still pushing 3 hard offense, not falling back at all despite a 4-cap lead. So they're definitely going to get this flag out to mid. Committed to offense just as much as they were in the beginning of the game. However, They're going to have to win this fight in mid right here. This flag's going to come home for red, and that will mean a cap for them most likely. Yes, we do. CPB bringing it back. Still 6 minutes and 45 seconds. By no means is this game over. This is not a particularly quick map to cap on, though. There's not a whole lot of speed runs you can really do because it's a very windy, close quarters map. So red's going to need to keep up this aggression. They got another grab going. If I were them, what I would do is push one permanent defender out to mid, just a little further. Again, maybe concede a couple grabs here and there, but focus more on making sure they can get the blue flag back into their base first. Although that said, they seem to be doing a good job keeping the red flag back on their half of the map at least. Coming back into their base. These are the fights they've been losing previously that they need to be winning, is these 3-on-3, 4-on-3 situations in mid where they've got the flag coming back into their own base. Doing a good job keeping it alive right now. Keeping it alive again with another pickup, but someone's got to get some kills here. Everyone can't just get pickups. Flag gets returned. Meanwhile, Fallacy walking across the map. Nobody sees him. He's just staring xios in the back. Does get taken out by knell, though, and that flag gets returned. Red with the grab. Not really anything coordinated, though. They're jumping in one at a time. They're going to need to get a little more coordinated than that if they expect to go anywhere with this. Pulse being his usual cheeky self, knows that with the lead, 5.5 minutes left, he can be a little patient here. He could definitely take his need to be aggressive in any way whatsoever. He still probably has timing on the amp, so he may be waiting on that to spawn just to deny it. There it is right there. At the very least deny it from the other team. Hopefully let his cover pick it up. I don't think... Nope, that is exactly what happened. Fallacy took that amp. So Danny now really low, though, in letting his teammates grab that amp. He didn't really stick with them. Gave him a chance to take a flak ball, or take a flak shot to the face right there to get the return. Nice rockets coming in by DC. Ends that flag run in a hurry. Arc coming up here. I don't think he has much armor left. No, he's pretty much down to 6 health. Pretty much dead. PB now. We're seeing a lot more aggression by red. They're getting the blue flag out a lot more than blue is getting the red flag out now, but they're going to be running low on time now. 4.5 minutes. Definitely not over by any means. But they need to start converting these flag runs into some points instead of just getting it into mid every time. Let's go stick back on the red flag now. As you see blue taken by PB. One-on-one with DC. Gonna lose that battle. Don't see anyone waiting to cherry pick. Awesome Wave is in there, but he's got 3 defenders staring him in the face. Hektor and Awesome Wave gonna come in, try to clear this base as PB just grabs and tries to speed his way out. They really need to start getting some quick caps here. They're running low on time. Defender suicides. That allows Awesome Wave to go out, but he's still getting double teamed. Hektor a couple steps behind and he dies too, so the whole red offense gets taken out. PB in quick to try to get another grab. They know they need to get quick grabs. They're just transiting straight back to enemy base to try to keep that flag moving. But really, they need to push out one defender to mid right about now to win this fight in mid. They really need to start winning these. Exactly what they did. xios pushes up to mid. Takes one out. Oh, Danny's waiting there with amp, but they do take him out. They are going to get in their base. At this point, it should be an easy cap if they've got any defenders at all back there. Arc's up front to get that grab, but he's not going to last long. They get the return. Another emergency grab. Another return. They got one more person on the flags, and that's DC. He gets a grab. They need to take him out now. The return and the cap. They're only down by 2. 3.5 minutes left. If they can do that again, they could make this interesting. I don't know if anyone's got the timing on the power-ups now. I haven't been keeping up with that. I know Danny did have the amps timed. They may not be playing a factor, though. I know a lot of the amps have been dying very quickly. I think it's more a matter of just the numbers game. Right now, red has the momentum. They've been playing a lot better this second half of this map. They've been outnumbering the blue team all over the flags. However, they've just been having trouble getting that last nudge right into their flag room. We did see xios push up in that last run right as they were coming to their base, and I think that made the difference. So we're going to have to see if they can put some more pressure on blue flag. Blue right now, with 2 people in red base, not really going anywhere with the flag, though. They're kind of content to just deathmatch a little bit. Danny, though, out to mid, getting cut off. Pistons in mid, doesn't really go very far with that. Red flag, though, still moving. Fallacy with a pickup. That's going to get returned, though. Check on the power-ups real quick. Amp just got taken. Pulse with another amp. I think he's going to get pretty much every amp this game by the time it's all said and done. That's going to be, obviously, a huge advantage. Though, then going down quickly there. I don't think that'll tell the story of the whole game, but certainly you're shooting double the damage. You're gonna be helping your team out a lot. Nice pickup by Pulse. All the D's behind him now. If he can get into his base, he might get a cap here, but they nudge him into a corner. Arc with a nice pickup. Someone needs to... Oh, wow. A nice double kill combo by xios right there. You'll notice what he did is he had the patience to let that shock ball go behind the enemy defenders without their shields up, and then blow it, and so he could kill both of them instead of just shooting shooting right into their shield guns right there. Here we go, right again, needing to get some help. Xios pushing up to help get them into their base. They've done the smart thing now. They've preserved their flag run. They've gotten into their base. Wow, blue is all over their base. I don't know where blue flag runner is, but the flag gets returned. Blue flag runner is just sort of running around by himself. No one seems to know where he's at. And Fallacy is just strolling into his base right now, taking his time. Again, blue doesn't need to cap so much as just keep this game alive, or keep the flag standoff alive, but they're going to cap anyway as no one had eyes on him. But that will happen. Again, when you're in the last couple minutes of a game and you're really desperate for a cap, you're going to tend to push a lot of your defense up on offense, and that's the risk you take. Is you're leaving 1 to 1.5 people to chase flag carriers and keep your flag home. It's very easy to lose sight of a flag carrier when you don't have that coverage that you normally have. But that's a risk you have to take. You're essentially pulling your goalie, so to speak, and that'll happen sometimes. Looks like this one's pretty much over. You got about 45 seconds left. Let's see what we can see on the scoreboard. Nothing really standing out as far as frags go. DC with a lot of kills in base, although I think blue did a much better job in the first half of the game than the second half, keeping their flag home. Red was able to do a lot more coordinated attacks and really getting that flag further in the second half, just a lot more aggressive overall. I would really like to see the stats for Fallacy with 1100s. Looks like he really was controlling that 100 armor for the blue team, and I know, there you go, Danny coming here with 9 amps and 300. So between those two players, that's the majority of the main power-ups that happened this entire map. That's going to tell you a lot about how they were able to get that extra little push back into their own base. When you've got basically double the health and double the damage, makes a huge difference, and I think that's pretty much what we saw happen there. But overall, still a close match. Red almost had the comeback, got back into the last 2 minutes, and they pretty much had to just go all offense, and that's when you saw another cap coming in by blue. Almost had a comeback though, so we'll see what happens and see what their map pick is next.